Today I am going to show you exactly how to hydro dip a picture frame. I'm going into detail on the proper safety precautions, which supplies I love to use, and guide you through a step-by-step process. Hydro dipping. It sounds weird, right? But in fact, it's a fun and exciting DIY project. It's exactly how it sounds. For this demonstration, I'm going to use a spray paint process. Hi, I'm Natasha, DIY nerd with two-way mirrors. Let's get started. Hydro dipping is a fairly simple project, so it can be a fun experience for the whole family. You can hydro dip pretty much anything, like shoes, minifigures for D&D, and other knickknacks as well. You can do this with frames you already have at home, or there's always the Dollar Tree. Those are my favorite kind of hacks. It takes a couple of steps to get started, but first, there's always some safety precautions you should take before your hydro dipping project. This is very important. You need to wear a face mask to prevent breathing in the paint fumes. Also, you'll want to wear an old shirt, pants, just in case you get spray paint on your clothes. Then take your entire setup outside or in a well-ventilated area. Now that you know the safety precautions, we can get our supplies together. I recommend getting a mask to prevent inhaling the toxic fumes. Next, you'll need a couple pair of gloves to prevent your hands from getting spray paint. A bucket or tub is necessary to dip the frame into. Make sure it's large enough to fit the full frame. I picked this one up from Amazon because it was actually kind of difficult to find anything large enough at Home Depot or Menards. The three sprays you'll need are the primer, the spray paint color, and the waterproof spray. All three of my sprays are from Home Depot. Now let's get started. Start by removing the glass and the backing from your picture frame. If you can't remove the glass from your frame, cover the best you can with electrical tape. Next, you'll want to clean your frame from dust and debris. Once your frame is cleaned up, now you can tape the design onto the frame or leave it blank. Some people do prefer to tape the wood on the backing, if you'd like. Now you can put your frame to the side and begin the next step. With your frame taped up, it's time to prime. Grab your primer and start from the top of your frame and move downward, giving the frame a nice even coat. Adding a primer on your picture frame gives a nice surface for the paint to adhere to. You'll want to give the primer at least 20 minutes to dry or so. Finally, now that the primer is dry, we can move on to step 3. Moving on to your tub of water. It needs to be deep enough for your picture frame to be fully submerged. Now it's time to put on our mask and have some fun with some spray paint. There's really no correct way to layer the paint. We use about 3 colors at a time for the best results. Before the paint starts to harden, I prefer one layer after another in the same spot. If you want to add a little extra pattern to your paint, use a toothpick and swirl your paints lightly together. It's time for the most exciting step of them all. It's time to dip your picture frame. You're going to grab your picture frame by the edges, lower your frame slowly into the water. You'll want to fully submerge your frame face first, carefully covering your entire frame evenly. Now that your frame is underwater, shake it until the excess paint is completely out of the way. Move all the extra paint out of the way from your frame. This will ensure it doesn't ruin your design. Once you pull it out of the water, your beautiful design will be revealed. Now, if you've placed any tape on your frame, you'll want to remove it before the paint is completely dry. It does take practice removing the tape and getting flawless lines. I don't even get it perfect every time. You'll want to wait at least 24 hours for your picture frame to dry. Then you can apply a clear coat once the paint is dry. Here's the finished product. As you can see, we used multiple metallic colors to give it that nice shine effect. This is a great experience for the whole family to learn, and it's great for gift giving. Every time you'll get a new and unique design. It's really about the experience of learning something new. Just have fun with hydro dipping your picture frames and have a blast with your new DIY. Until next time, I'm Natasha with two-way mirrors. Peace out.
Great job, Natasha. I really like how this turned out. And the colors look gorgeous. I want to share something really cool that we did with our new hydro dip frame. Before we painted it, I cut the frame so it would fit this 24-inch smart TV. Watch what it looks like when I combine the hydro dip frame with the Vizio TV. it becomes an elegant masterpiece which would look sweet in my home. I've even considered adding a dielectric mirror to the front and attaching a Raspberry Pi to the back to make it into a smart mirror. It attaches to the back using Z-bar hangers. And voila, here you have it, a HydroDip framed television. I'm going to leave you complete step-by-step instructions below so you can see exactly how it's made. Do you have any questions? Leave me a comment below or shoot me an email. Don't forget to punch that subscribe button in the face!